Okay, here's my video for problem 15, part B. And what we're doing here is we're going to do the f function divided by the g function and evaluate it at -3. And there's two different ways to set up a problem like this. You could really do f of -3 divided by g of -3. What that means is you could plug -3 in to your f function, see what you get. And if I do that very quickly, I would get -27 plus 7, right? 3 times 9, and then, or 3 times 3 is 9, and then 9 times 3 is 27, plus 7 would give me -20. And then plugging it into the g function, I would have 9 minus a -3. 9 minus a negative is the same thing as plus 3, so that's the square root of 12. And so that's one way you could set that problem up. I'm going to go a different route, and I'm actually going to put the functions over one another and then plug 3 in. And so doing that, I got f of x divided by g of x, and then I'm going to plug 3 in once it's all set up, and that is going to be x cubed plus 7 over the other function, which is square root of 9 minus x, and now I'm going to evaluate this function at x equals -3. So plugging this in for -3, and for all my x's, I have -3 cubed plus 7 over the square root of 9 minus -3. Now, I kind of talked my way through this in the beginning already, but -3 cubed is going to give me -27 plus 7 over the square root of 9 minus a -3. That's the same thing as 9 plus 3, which is square root of 12. Simplifying from here, -27 plus 7 is that -20, and then over the square root of 12. Now the main question here is, why did I multiply this here by the square root of 12? And that is something that we call rationalizing the denominator in math. We don't like square roots in the denominator, so what we do is, if we have a square root in the denominator like we do here, the square root of 12, we multiply the top and bottom by the square root of 12, or in this case it's the square root of 12, but we multiply it by itself, and what we get there when we do that is the square roots are going to cancel out, and you're left with -20 times the square root of 12 over just 12, and that would be your final answer. And again, that's just it's called something rationalize the denominator. We don't like square roots in our denominator at any time in math, and so we rationalize it by doing this. Any further questions, let me know. Happy to help out.